Before I start this video, I just want to say you are beautiful, you are special, your expression of self is powerful, and your sexuality is completely valid. You don't need to change. The only thing that needs to change is the relationship you have with yourself.
Hi everyone.
Guys, How to Love Yourself as a Bisexual Man has just turned 5 years old, okay, which is absolutely insane. And I remembered this video and I wanted to jump back on here, same subject matter, and find out if anything's changed in the past 5 years. So this video was recorded in my mum's house during that thing that happened in 2020. And I felt really strongly about helping bisexual men. I'm also wearing the same shirt that I wore in the video. Just for a bit of banter. I can't believe I also still have this shirt, but I really like it. I recorded this video at a time in my life 5 years ago when I had never had a long-term boyfriend. I'd kind of dabbled and slept with guys as well as women, but I was really kind of discovering my identity as a bisexual. And I can honestly say from this video, so much changed. I mean, first of all, this is the most viewed video ever on my YouTube. It's got like 29K. And so many comments, so many conversations I had with people off the back of this video. And afterwards, yeah, I mean, I got really comfortable with my bisexuality. I did some spicy work online OnlyFans, and a lot of women were coming forward and saying that they found me really attractive as my feminine side. And yeah, I ended up dating a bunch of different people, nothing serious, and then I moved to London for a while, and then after that I ended up moving to Mexico. So I'm in Mexico right now, and I also had a boyfriend for 1.5 years, and I learned a lot about my bisexuality during that relationship. But that's just a kind of update of what I've been doing in my life since this video. Obviously very condensed because 5 years is a long time. But this video starts off by saying about accepting yourself, and that the only acceptance you need is from yourself. And that for me is so true, because the second that you're able to accept yourself, the second you are able to understand, because there's levels to this, right? And accepting yourself involves you understanding that there is feminine and masculine energies sitting within you, okay? And your job is to balance those energies so you can be the best version of yourself, the most brightest, the most vibrant, the version of yourself that gets things done, the version of yourself that is able to care for other people. I'm sorry, it's really, really hot where I am, and I had to turn the fans off to film this video, so bear with me. Being a bisexual, we always question our gender in a way. We're always like, oh, I'm too masculine, or I'm too feminine, or I'm too masculine, too feminine. And it's like, okay, how do I balance the masculine and the feminine energies? Well, one thing that's really helped me is Kundalini yoga. So every morning I do a Kundalini yoga, and it's all about bringing your sexual energy in your Kundalini from the base of your spine up to your higher chakra in your third eye. So I try to do that, and essentially just accepting the masculine side and the feminine side, because again, as a bisexual, you need to be strong in terms of people still to this day make fun of me because they're like, oh, you're really feminine, blah, blah, blah. And when someone says that to me, I just think, okay, this is my new mindset on how to love yourself as a bisexual. It's like, okay, you can project and tell me I'm too feminine, but that is a projection of yours. That's a reflection of something that you feel badly about yourself. Maybe you see me being a bit like, cover girl, put the bass in your walk, and you're jealous because you want to do that, but you're too scared. So you're going to try to bring me down. So a lot of the times now with these comments and what people say about, oh, you're too feminine, man, blah, 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 I just think it is a projection. So don't worry about what other people are doing, because if they've not accepted themselves, how are they going to accept you? Another thing I mentioned in the video is sexuality is fluid. Yes, I mean, sexuality is fluid. I mentioned the Kinsey scale. Still look at the Kinsey scale if you've never seen this before. It basically shows that they are there's like a side that's super heterosexual versus super homosexual, and you kind of fit somewhere in the middle. I think that everyone to a degree is bisexual. I think a lot of people are closed-minded and they're scared to try. But if you get Brian down the pub and he has one too many beers and he starts flirting with you, like, don't tell me Brian wouldn't want a little in the toilet. Not speaking from experience, but could be speaking from experience. So sexuality is fluid, and again, people that have shit to say about bisexuality are probably in the closet themselves or jealous. My sister's also bisexual and she's engaged to a woman, so I just think sexuality is fluid and you can do whatever you want with it, and if you're open-minded enough, you might just realise that all the men treating you wrong, you can go to a woman and be treated right. Or as I like to say, you can come to a bisexual and stay all night. I just made that up, but let's go with it. Another thing I said was about your greatest insecurity being your greatest strength. That is so true. Your greatest insecurity as a bisexual is actually your strength, brother/babe. It is so powerful to be bi. The amount of women that have come out to me since I made this video and saying that they love bisexual men, feminine men are so attractive, I want to peg a guy, I want a guy to wear women's underwear. It's crazy. So what I've learned, and I'm adding into this video, is this idea of what we think the opposite gender finds attractive. Sure, sometimes yes, but sometimes no. The amount of women that love femininity, it just makes me wish I came out as a bisexual 5 years earlier, because honestly, women are really into it, and you just never know. And what you think is really bad is just based on your judgments and your insecurities. But if you are actually open-minded and speak to the right people, you're going to be very surprised and feel very empowered. Another thing I want to say in regards to dating is it's difficult, right? Because from a bisexual standpoint, it's kind of like we want one thing from one gender and another thing from another gender. And what I'm kind of learning / still on the discovery of is this idea of, is polyamory right for me? Because when I'm with a woman, I still secretly want to be with a man sometimes, and if I'm with a man, I get to a point where I also do want to experience being with a woman. So it's tricky, right? Because it's like, does that mean I can only have open relationships, polyamorous connections? I don't know, but I do think that that is a potential life hack for bisexuals, to date other bisexuals, which brings me into another thing that bisexual women rock my world. I love you, bisexual women. How to love yourself as a bisexual man can be summarized in the simple phrase, love bisexual women. Because you bisexual ladies just make my world turn around like this, around the sun. Because you're there for me, you make me feel like it's okay for me to be fruity. You're just like the most amazing, precious angels in the world. And without you, I don't know where I would be. Oh God. But seriously, bisexual women are just the best. I probably now wouldn't date a straight woman, because why would I date a straight woman when I can date a bi woman? So they get it, they understand, they enjoy the fruitiness as well. So life hack is to find a bisexual woman. I think the main things that have helped me over the years love myself, aside from the meditation, is to journal. And I've used my journal a lot over the years to heal, writing letters to my past self, apologizing to myself when I was going through self-harm and remembering abuse, like apologizing to myself, writing a list of things I want to like leave in the past and forget about, and turning to the flames and like burning them. Loads of different things in terms of journaling, but I think writing about how you feel is really important, and also just validating, to be like affirmation. I am perfect as I am, you know? I don't chase, I attract. Because you are gonna find the right person out there who loves you for you and accepts your bisexuality. It's just gonna happen. But what you can do, instead of like searching for that frantically, is in the meantime, give yourself all the self-love, okay? Treat your body well, exercise, dance, do some yoga, do some meditation, listen to music, listen to a podcast, read a book, do some drawing, make yourself a nice meal, go for a walk in nature on your own. Like, there's so many things you can do to just give yourself that self-love. And once you're loving yourself to the max, someone's gonna walk into your life. and they're also going to be working on themselves and doing their own thing, because you're going to be a vibrational match for each other. That's what I'm saying. So the self-love is so important. It's never been more important. I have got a Patreon below where I do journaling. So if you want to subscribe to that and do some journaling with me, that is great. I would also recommend following me on TikTok and Instagram, because I am going to be doing a self-love course very soon that you might be interested in. So if you follow me on socials, you can stay tuned for that. Ultimately, being bisexual is something you have to own, and you have to carry it through life, because even now, 5 years later, I'm still getting people being like, oh, you're with a man, you're gay. And it's like, you just have to have a thick skin, and you have to laugh at it, because honestly, I just laugh and be like, oh, you know I'm bisexual, right? Like, because these people don't care. They see you with a man and they think, oh, he's gay. And I've got to the point in my life where I'm literally, I don't care. You can think what you think. I know what I am, and I'm gonna tell you. Obviously, I don't put up with any biphobia, but I have had people being like, oh yeah, bisexuality isn't real, or bisexuality is, and it's just like, I even had this girl, a friend of mine actually, on the beach. She was like, bisexuality is disgusting. Like, I just would never be with a man that's bisexual. And I was like, okay, babes, that's you. That's on you. Like, a year ago, I would have thought you, but now, if that's what you think, that's what you think. But this bisexual is gold, okay? Bisexuality is golden, and the right person will see that. So never, ever, ever forget your self-worth, because we're here, we're doing our own thing, we're doing it differently. All the girls complaining about guys not being sensitive, come to a bisexual guy. All the guys that are complaining about, well, I don't know, guys just want to sleep with anything, right? Bisexuality is a big untapped resource, and I'm so glad we're here together and we love ourselves. I really want to do a lot more work and talking about bisexuality, so please in the comments let me know what video you want to see next that's bisexuality related, and we can make some more videos. So yeah, I think we're out here. We've got to keep loving ourselves. Got to keep creating space for ourselves. We have to live our dreams. We have to really listen and be in tune with ourselves, so we know what feels right and what doesn't. That could be listening to your gut. It could be listening to your intuition. But ultimately, yes, we are living our dream, and we can have whatever life we want to live. I'm so grateful for everything I've achieved in the past 5 years, and it's just the start, you know. We're going further and higher than ever before. So yeah, if you want to know more about living your dream, follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. I love you so much. Give me a hug. Bisexual baddies for life. Woo-hoo, bisexual baddies for life. Woo-hoo, bisexual baddies for life. Yes.